I was like, what exactly is happening here? Because there are hardly teachers, right?
The work that NIIT Foundation has deeply done is with youth
We have this project called Word on Wheels.
to bring them and fill up the skill gaps so that they can really acquire the relevant job skills. Welcome to the second episode of Building a Better Tomorrow, NIIT Foundation Dialogues. Today I am happy to welcome Anjalli Diwakar, India Head CSR and Sustainability, Marelli. Hi Anjali, thank
Hello,
you so
Charu.
much for being with us today.
Thank you.
I will like to invite you to have a quick introduction about yourself.
Sure. Thank you so much, Charu. First of all, it's my pleasure and it's wonderful to be here today. And as you mentioned, my name is Anjalli Diwakar. I lead CSR and Sustainability for Marelli, India. I joined Marelli in October 2022. So it's been 2.5 years since I'm working with Marelli. And before that, I was with Ingersoll Rand, where I had completed 12 years. And I had started my CSR journey from Ingersoll Rand. So it's great to be here and explore various ideas, opportunities, talking about our favorite topic, CSR.
Great, thank you so much. So I was wondering that something that an NIIT Foundation has really done at scale is to take the initiative of education and skilling for the underserved in the deep interiors of the country, pan India, and to take it wherever they needed it the most.
Right.
And for that, NIIT Foundation has leveraged technology. Not only that, we have used different kind of methodologies of intervention at the grassroots level, and technology did help us to scale.
Of course.
I was keen to understand that how at Marelli you are experiencing this intervention at scale or to take it to the deep interiors.
So first of all, when I joined Marelli and I was in Gurgaon, the office is in Gurgaon and we have a plant in Manesar. And we have this project called Word on Wheels. So this particular project is actually a digital bus which goes to various schools in the rural areas. When actually I visited those schools and I saw the situation and condition of the school as well as the entire facility, I was like, what exactly is happening here? Because there are hardly teachers, right? There are hardly instructors, there hardly technology exists in those particular schools. So this Word on Wheels is equipped with about 24 desktops. Classes from 4 to 10 goes inside various, they spend most of their time inside these buses, and they learn through technology.
Yeah.
So the curriculum is there, the entire whatever they are studying in the school, so the entire curriculum is there on the laptop, on the desktop that is inside the digital bus. So of course that is very important. And the kids are very excited because first of all it's a bus with ACs. So they are like, okay, today the bus is coming and we will learn something different inside the bus. So yeah, it's a wonderful thing to do. So that is there. So Word on Wheels is one project that we are doing. And then we have like in schools we have science labs, we have computer labs. So in very inside the rural areas, which I was not aware really exist inside the Gurgaon. So there are villages inside Gurugram where not the technology is not at all there, and it's just 10 kilometers from Cyber City or from the place which we call technology filled city. But unfortunately there are schools which actually requires, which still not doing very great when it comes to technology.
Great, that is so wonderful to hear. In fact, NIIT Foundation runs digital buses pan India, and what we realized that while these buses are able to address so many challenges for the unreached in terms of access to technology, in terms of women who are not going to get any opportunity to step out, but the buses are there.
There, yes.
So while we are scaling the bus operations and we have almost 20 buses running pan India, one thing that NIT Foundation has been really wanting to do is how to set off the carbon footprint. And we are really wanting to see that can we bring the EV solution to this and really set off the carbon footprint.
Right.
I was really keen to understand because your organization is in the automobile industry.
Yes.
I'm sure that you have some thoughts of in this direction or anything that you would like to share which can really take us in that direction.
Yeah, so as an automotive company, sustainability is something that matters huge to us, like really
Yes.
huge with capital HUGE. So we have the sustainability team, we have ESG, we have suppliers that follow all our ESG and sustainability practices. So we have sustainability everywhere, be it our products, be it our facilities, be it our people who are doing various things inside the office and as well as for the community.
Yeah.
So we have environmental sustainability projects under our CSR. So we in 2022 we have rejuvenated a lake. That's in Gurgaon, Charsad. So we have rejuvenated the lake under PPP.
Wonderful. Yeah.
That under PPP model, public-private partnership model. So that is something that we have done, and as per our policy, as per our future planning, the sustainability and environmental sustainability is something that we are inculcating in all our planning that we are doing. As I mentioned, be it our products, be it our plant, be it our offices, as well as for community. So sustainability is something, and of course that EV thing is obviously we are exploring currently within the organization and within the products that we are making. Our plant is actually inside the Maruti's plant in Manesar. So we are also joint venture with Maruti as well as Motherson. So there are a lot of companies with whom we are currently joint venturing. So of course everyone is exploring various different kind of ways under sustainability so of course that's there.
Yeah. No, that's very encouraging to hear. And not only about this, but when it comes to one of the SDGs, which is on employability and getting the right education to everyone, I think the work that NIT Foundation has deeply done is with youth pan India, and we work in various ways with the youth to really bring them up to mark, to bring them and fill up the skill gaps so that they can really acquire the relevant job skills and be fit for the roles that are emerging in the industry. And when it comes to employability, there is always a lot of challenge in skilling them and the kind of roles that they get on to, because it is really important that when they go and start working, they stay on with their jobs, they sustain their livelihood, and they continue performing with interest and get motivated to continue.
Right.
So I was also reading somewhere about Marelli that you have some unique ways of engaging the youth for skilling and employability. It will be interesting to understand that.
Yeah, so we are currently partnering with Don Bosco. We have, so there are job roles like CNC operator, quality controller, and creating a digital lab inside the, Don Bosco ITIs. That's a very interesting concept that I would like to mention here, that we are providing skilling inside our facilities to these youth.
Oh, that's
So,
wonderful.
so it's like a, so you can, you mentioned that bridging the gap, right?
Yes, yes.
So then there will be no gap, because they, when they learn skilling
Yeah.
at the plant, they are actually going on the shop floor and they are building those products that are useful for
Wonderful.
our, automotive companies, and they are learning new skills.
On the job.
They are also learning what are kind of PPP they need to, they wear, and what is the expectation of one supervisor, how they need to behave in a certain manner in a facility, which they will not learn at, institute.
Yes.
And when they will, and if that happens when they go to, they are learning some skill at the institute level, and then they're coming to the offices or any plant or to work in the industry, there are so much gap in the complete understanding, right? And then they are relearning and unlearning and then relearning. So I think that's a great way of dealing with this kind of
Is
gap.
it some kind of apprenticeship?
This is kind of apprentices which Government of India is allowed industries to
Yes.
inculcate. So that says above 2.5, and between 2.5 to 15% is something that can be done under CSR, can be done through CSR funds.
Yes.
So this is something that we have explored last year in 2024, and we have incorporated in 2025.
That is wonderful, and I think apprenticeship is definitely the way to go. And we also look forward to work with many organizations who can really adopt this model,
Right.
because it really gives the students the platform to be absolutely ready for the work they have to
Yeah,
do.
that is true, Charu, and also it's not just a CSR responsibility,
Yes,
right?
yes.
There are a lot of people who are involved when it comes to this particular program, because there is HR involved.
Yes.
They will see, how many number of employees, how many trainees to be
Yes.
trained, and there are so many people right now for this particular program. I have so many internal stakeholders, and then their all interest also builds. CSR is one subject where everybody is interested and no one then is interested.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
Because when it comes to involvement, when it comes to, they want to know that what's happening in CSR, but they will never involve.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But when they are doing things themselves, then they also get to know, okay, yeah, this is what Anjali does, and this is what Charu is doing from 9 to 6 or
Yes.
whatever. So yeah, it's better to engage multiple stakeholders, I would say.
Yes.
And this particular project is actually giving me this opportunity to engage with multiple stakeholders.
Yes.
HR is there, then plant head is there, because
Everyone has to
everyone has to contribute.
Yes, then only it will work.
Yeah.
Yes. No one can, just one team cannot do it.
Cannot.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you were talking about public-private partnerships. So how do you think it has been working, and what is the future? What is your vision on that?
So public-private partnership on few project is very important. One I mentioned about this lake rejuvenation,
Yes.
or pond rejuvenation. So that we have done for the first time in Marelli with seeds, GMDA and Municipal Corporation of Gurugram.
Yeah.
So you can see there so many stakeholders were involved in that, and that's there. And then this year, not this year, in 2024, we did at BSF
Okay.
in Sona Road.
Okay.
So inside BSF there is a beautiful pond that we have created, and wastewater plant that we have built. So there are a lot of things that we have done inside this BSF. So that is of course important, because that land belongs to the government.
Yes.
And then we have NGO partner who
Yes.
implement the
Yes.
project. Then it's us who fund the
Yes.
project, right? So it's good for the visibility of the company, because the companies are doing so much under CSR. So of
Yes.
course they will get a lot of visibility, and working with government of course is not very easy. It's
Yes.
challenging. They have their
Yes.
different kind of challenges, but of course it's there, and when you see the results, you feel great about it.
No, I think what you said is absolutely right. That unless until the right people at the right time solve the problem that is really required to be solved, things will not work. So that
Right.
is really great. I want to take you a little bit back on when you were talking about working with schools. My thought went back there that we have been working on many STEM programs inside schools and trying to really bridge the learning gaps there inside school for teachers and for children. And you were also sharing that through the digital buses you were doing work inside schools. So now, are there some? Do you have some thoughts on what can be done more inside schools beyond the STEM or uplifting the teacher skills? You have any vision from your organization perspective?
So, in my past life, when I was with Ingersoll Rand, we have done various programs called Train the Trainers,
Right.
right? In those particular programs, we not only have the partners who were implementing the projects, but our team also was there.
Okay.
So like within the team also you have some, you are born with few skills, right? There are few skills
Yes,
which
you inherent.
yeah, we are born with few skills, and we polish those skills over the period of time, and then we must use those skills,
Right.
right? So we have a great, we had a great team there at Ingersoll Rand who actually came forward and said, Anjali, I will do this. I have like a great skills. I speak so well. I have a great presentation skills. I'm from HR, and I will go to the this skilling institute, and I will tell these students how to crack the interviews,
Okay, that's
right?
wonderful.
So they actually self nominated themselves, and we did that program called Train the Trainers. We identified our skills, our people skill, and then we have identified what kind of skills they need.
Some kind of volunteering, basically.
Volunteering, through
Yeah.
volunteering program and through
Yeah.
various other programs with NSDC and all. So we have done the Train the Trainer program at school level, at institute
Yeah.
level, at skilling projects. So we have done
Yeah.
those things as well.
Great. That's great to know. I think volunteering is a great way to have with the volume of schools. I think that's a great way to penetrate
Right.
the schools and
Exactly, and
upskill
it
them.
also depends where you are, like what kind of people you are interacting
Right.
with, and how well equipped they are,
Yeah.
right?
So we spoke of the employability and the education group. It would be interesting to understand that how do we skill the women when it comes to women empowerment, because we have been doing a lot of women empowerment kind of programs,
Right.
and one of them is about on life skills. So we call them the change maker life skills program, where we really teach them how to be resilient, how to be goal oriented, how they can actually whatever be the issues, they don't give up and they continue with their plans. And it will be nice to understand that while we work with this group, there are times when they also, when we are working with them, they start working for some time, but they tend to give up in between. So, in the apprenticeship program that you were sharing, and do you have um, any kind of inputs or ideas that you feel, or the ratios are same whether it's women or men who are coming on the floor in your kind of job roles? Are women participating equally in the job roles?
So,
What challenges do you
yeah.
see there?
So when it comes to our facility, inside our shop floor, you will see 50-50, both men, women.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, and we have like a ITIs, 10th pass, 12th pass, who are building those products for
Yes.
us. And it's there. But if I talk about other part, like not talk about company, like as Marelli, what we are doing, but like outside Marelli,
Right.
I feel that, you know, there are few job roles which are relevant for women, right?
Yes.
Job roles like GDA, General Duty Assistant, at, you know,
Yes.
hospitals. I have seen, I have done that program, and I have seen 70% of women were placed.
Yeah.
And they are well sustained at the, you know, for 2-3 years they are doing the job, and they were also upgraded themselves. So this is one. Then when I did the job role of CNC operator,
Yeah.
you trust me that when we did CNC operator and quality controller, we did these two parallelly.
Yeah.
And in both the job roles, we asked to place 30%, to enroll 30% of women.
Okay.
And there were women who actually enrolled, you know, under these two programs, and they were also got placed in the industries.
Okay.
So it's not just involvement, it's not just getting trained and go at home, but they also got placed
They got
in
placed.
this CNC operator and quality controller, these two. Then third thing which I would like to say then, that, you know, there are few, I talked about, you know,
Yeah.
volunteering.
Yes.
So we should have women who should empower other women, right?
Yes.
We should have those
That's
kind
true.
of programs as well, right? So we should tell our stories to each other. We should inspire people, right?
Right,
To all women,
Right.
because I'm sure we all had
Some
various challenges,
Yes.
right? And how we are coping up with those challenges, what we are doing, you know, to come out of those challenges, and how we are doing it. So I think we need to do those kind of, you know, engagements, heart to heart
Yes.
conversations. So I think that helps,
Great.
right?
Yes. No, I think that what you said is right, that it is about inspiring them.
Yeah,
That's really important.
exactly.
Because we have seen a very good participation when it comes to IT, ITES, because they give a secured environment to women to work. BPO, sales being something which they don't want to go, but in IT, ITES they get that environment. So
And, you know,
it was interesting
yeah.
to know about the automobile, that they are participating equally.
Exactly, and they don't know, you know, that posh policy exists in the
Right.
companies. Their family doesn't know. Even like I was talking to my mother, and I was talking about this particular policy, and she was like, "Acha, ये भी होता है."
Right.
So we need to make people aware.
Aware, right.
Like, these are the policies that exist in the company.
About
We
their
have
safety.
posters. We have, you know, we have women's safety at work. People cannot see you, you know, in a certain way,
Yes.
and they cannot comment. So you need to educate them.
Yes, you have to make them feel secured.
Secured.
It is important.
Yeah, and
Yes.
people who are aware need to make the other person aware.
Aware, right?
Right?
Sharing is very important.
Yeah, sharing.
Right.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much, Anjali. I think it has been a very inspiring discussion. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. I'm sure that people like your organization and our organization and many people who are working in this space with this shared vision can really take India forward. So together we can really join hands and take many, many challenges forward and solve them.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Charu. It was wonderful catching up with you and talking about all the things that I